Oh, the musicians of the Nile. Anyway, hello, I'm Zeospantera, and welcome to Z Reviews. And this is the HiBy R1, and it is small. And it is also barely able to power my new IEM collab, which is the Defiant. Go check out the Jazeer Defiant, linked in the description, $100, and they're amazing. Not sponsored, but sponsored. Sponsored. Buy those, help support the channel. This, it's not really a and you know what? Wait a second, wait. These. And yeah, there are two of them. You know why there's two of them? Because I'm an honest guy. And when I lost one of them, I went, oh, fuck, I don't want to tell Hiby I lost one of them. So I just bought another one. Because they're cheap. $85 currently on Amazon. And, I don't... What was it? The Sansa Clip was like the cheap DAP. And then, you know, Hiby did make a small little baby DAP, the R3. There's the R3. Look at it. Gargantuan in comparison. Thicker, all metal. This, all plastic and glass. And there's a fatal flaw with this DAP that we're going to get to. In fact, I got to make it so it doesn't turn the screen off because I set that one up for review desk stuff. Not this one. We got to go here. We got to go over, up. Hold on. We're working it out. There we go. So get to the menu, hit the little gear, and then go to sound field is a great option. Max volume, no. Crossfade, gain, high, apps. There. We'll get to it. Speed play. You could actually play things back faster. I feel like this is a very, very specific unit for people who listen to audiobooks. Again, we'll get to it. Repeat function, play the... Where the hell is the display... music update, MSEB. That's the play functions. Maybe it's in here. Oh, I wasn't out far enough. There you go. Theme color, backlight settings. There, backlight settings. Always on. Perfect. And I will say this. The brightness controls on this little unit. There's one, which is pretty dim. You know, this camera does a pretty good job picking things up. That screen is pretty bright. That's essentially the sun. And if I brightness this up to fucking 100, that is a bright screen, like visible outside screen for this little guy, which claims 8 hours of playback and 400 hours of, 400 hours of standby, where you don't even have to turn it off. Just pause music, put it down. You turn it on 48 hours later, it's lost 10%. And you keep playing. Do you want to get to the flaws or the good things? Because the good thing is when I plug... the Defiant IEM available in emerald green and rainbow into it, it powers them. The problem is it powers them at maximum on high gain, and then my IEMs are like acceptably good. This unit, the one that Hiby sent me, came with IEMs. These little guys. What are they? The Yivvies. They're cute. They're a little attached cable. It is only a 3.5 millimeter. If I could choose, obviously I'd choose for that to be a 4.4, but it's $85. Every time I say something bad about this unit, just keep saying it's $85. But even the IEMs it comes with aren't powered very well. I whipped out pair of my Eris. Now my Eris, if you don't know, another collab. Hey look, new cat. Getting pursued like Pepe Le Pew with Drake. So that's Jubei and Drake. Bye, guys. Thank you for stopping by. This is their first video together. It's been nearly 2 weeks. They just need to just kiss or something. They're two boys, so they're just going to do some weird shit. Plus, Drake is essentially the beta male, and so I got another cat that's more like an alpha male, but he doesn't really want to hang out with cats. It's a whole thing. Anyway, they're just yelling at each other. Eris is probably the easiest to drive headphone I have in the house, and I have... a few headphones in the house. And I built this wire. If you don't know, for the Defiant, the wire, which is separately sold as the flare cable, named after Flare from Redo of Healer, has interchangeable heads. So I figured, okay, I'll interchange it with the 3.5. And then I'll take these adapters that you can go from a 2-pin and make them into a 3.5. And then I'll heat shrink it. And so I'll be able to make a headphone cable out of my... flare cable, so a $40 cable with some $20 adapters, and then I'll plug it in here, and bam, we'll be listening to music in no time. And it's working. But we are at maximum high gain. 54 out of 54 high gain. And on loud music, it's about 6 decibels too quiet. And on quiet music, it's about 10 decibels too quiet. Like right now, the Shogun soundtrack, very good show. And it's a little bit like wispy and more like it. But I'm like, go. So, major, massive, uncontrollable flaw. This thing has no power. And what I remember told you to do, I'm just going to follow them around. Why are they doing... It's literally Pepe Le Pew. It's Pepe Le Pew. If there's a fight, I swear to God. There hasn't been a fight. They throw hands every once in a while, but it's just like... they're trying to bond. So this is lacking in power, like completely and utterly, and it's pretty useless for anything except for the most efficient of IAMs. Maybe like a big dynamic IAM would be like, I don't know, Dunu fucking Zen Pro, $900 IAM. Perfect. So what the fuck am I supposed to do with this now? Because I like Hiby. Hiby sponsors me out to trips. Hiby has the best DAPs. Like full fucking stop. I have their $2,000 flagship in my bed where I sleep because I can't live without it. I took their Hiby DAPs to Chicago. They did support me out there, but I want people to hear the Eris on the Evangelion version because it has a slightly different tuning of the R4, the Hiby R4. I am an actual fanboy simp for Hiby DAPs. So when this little fuck shows up, I use it for like an hour and a half, lose it, and then 2 weeks later purchase another one. I have to be like, oh, I figured it out. I know why this is fucking, all right, you know what? I get it now. When you go to the page for it, the first thing it says is Hi-Fi MP3 player, which is, whenever I'm shipping these in yard sales, I always list them as MP3 player because every idiot at customs is going to know what that means. If I say high-end DAP, they're going to be like, rip that box apart and burn it. But the next thing it says after that is Bluetooth 5.1. Aha. $85. By the way, it comes with black, blue, green, orange, and white. I ordered the black one, I think, and then the orange one's here. So, my opinion on this unit, what I think it's designed for, what I think its actual goal is not for this wired garbage. Who wants to wire their headphones? It's 2025. You're supposed to get either Bluetooth true wireless IEMs or Bluetooth headphones, and then this is supposed to replace your phone for what you're connecting to and just run for 8 hours. And in that purpose, I could see it for it's literally like, hey, did you get a Bluetooth headphone? Does it play its own music? No, you have to hook it up to something else? Well, there's an $85 add-on for that. You could literally just turn this on, connect, then shut off the screen, drop it in your fucking backpack, never interact with it again, and just double tap left track and volume up and down your Bluetooth headphones with your own local source of music. That is what this is. This is a Bluetooth music source, which has Wi-Fi and everything. I'm going to get to it. And then today, because as much as I am respectful of Bluetooth, and I'm going to end up taking the Dyson headphones on the plane because I'm selling all my other ones, then this came up, this thing, and I saw this because I'm like, oh, I got to pull out the R3 because I have 3 of these. Every one of them I've got is in use. The Burn-In Rig has the original version 1. This is the version 2, and the version 3 is literally sitting over there. They're so fucking useful because this is a full DAP. This can power headphones. This has balanced. This is an older one. It has balanced 3.5? No, it's 2.5. Definitely the older one. But I looked at it and I'm like, well, what am I using this for? Oh, I'm using this on the Death on Ray Honey H1 because this was a DAC amp that I really fucking loved. And but it's a DAC amp. It's not a DAP. And with this attached to this, it's a whole unit. And I went, wait a second. There are some dongles in this world that I am just in love with. but I have to always attach them to my phone. And then they're dongling around under my phone. And it's like, well, that's convenient. You drain in my battery. And then I got to have the music player on my thing. And then my girlfriend messages me and it's like, and I'm like, ah. So $85 for this. It's got a nice screen. It's got good battery life, although that battery life will be fucking shortened. Hold on, wait. Pull down. Yeah, we've lost 10% in the last 30 minutes. It's not the worst. Maybe 25 minutes? And I mean, this ain't exactly this, which is the Earman Limited Edition Tube DAP amp. But I've already written off completely in my brain hole. I've written off this unit for being able to play itself. So it's just like, you can preview music through the 3.5mm out, but that's not its purpose. I found its purpose. We do this, we blue tack shit down. If you don't know, that's poster tack. You stick that shit on. You got a nice USB cable. Unfortunately, I'll link to this one again because it's the coolest little thing ever. I wish it worked on everything. But we just go whip, whippy. We go whip, whip with the whippy tail. Your tube lights light up. We take it off of IEM mode. Shogun OSC is about to play. I'm going to borrow... You know what? Let's get a real fucking headphone. None of this Eris bullshit. What are you? Oh, yeah. Here you go. Meze fucking 105 Air. With a Magia cable. Another collab! By the way, there's a link tree with all my collabs. They do support the channel if you don't want to do like a Patreon thing where you support all the time. I sell really good shit. People like it. So if they don't, then you just don't. But please, help. 2025, help. So now, and of course that click causes the tubes to ring if you haven't seen my review of this. So now the volume control that this controls is the unit here. So you have a choice of either using the volume here or the volume here. Let's hit play. Oh my God. So now this unit goes from like, well, it doesn't have a lot of balls to move headphones to I am at half volume. And these are shaking. So what Hiby has essentially sold you, and if this was $150, I'd have a lot to complain about. You'd have a lot to complain about. Oh, look at this thing. Blah, blah, blah. It's a waste of time and money. No. It's literally just a host for awesome dongles. This is the Hartfield Deer R2R one that has so much noise floor, it's almost insufferable. And it's got the worst volume knob, but I love the way it sounds. You can see the little R2R. So now, now that I have two of these, and they're so cheap I'm never going to yard sale them, I could just glue them with blue tack to dongles and things that I like. And now this, look, the Earman itself is playing music. Almost magically. Oh, fuck. So for $85, some blue tack, and if you get a little nice wire, this was almost too nice. We can now dong. It's a portable dong host. That is so fucking loud. Oh my God. And of course, so obviously this is going to draw the battery out more than like this guy will. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's the point of this. So I guess now that we've already agreed. Oh, it's such a good fucking soundtrack. It's not on shuffle? Oh, I must be... I'm on 17 tracks. All right, so let's look at this one. Let's raise the brightness up to murder levels. Let's go to murder levels. You get your pull down. It's basically Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, sleep mode, which I think will put the unit to sleep. It doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. Your basic controls, even though in the pull down you wouldn't need controls in there. Let's get out of here. Music all. Aerial rebuild. $24.96. That is fucking screaming. Okay. I'm going to lower the sound so you guys can't hear it, and I can still enjoy it. 1 is still playing. You get an A-B repeat function. All right. It's a basic player, but it has some features that you don't find on even advanced players, like A-B repeat. You hit A-B, and then you get a thing that you can move it. I haven't been able to touch this one. It's like A, B. How do I move it? I know when I initiate that, it turns it on and off. So you get an A-B function. And then you get playback speed, which is not something you'd want for music unless you really, really are impatient. You're the goddamn TikTok generation to the nines. Now I gotta listen to my music faster, man. I don't have time for 74 minutes of a fucking I feel like, again, going on a plane, this little fucker dropped in your bag, Bluetooth headphones. Your audiobook is playing for 8 hours. It's just an add-on module for all the other great shit that exists. And then put on the almost overly built, laid out strap. Oh, I'm listening to the music and I'm getting distracted. Okay. Take that off. That one could click Bing. Shut you off. I'm going to unplug you as well. Just so we lose the battery. Back. So this is the main menu. Music, stream media, wireless, books. There you go. There's your books. System and about. What's the about say? I don't know. SD card capacity, none out of 30 gigs. And there's your service number and your serial number. Okay. So now, system we've been through. Language, backlight settings, theme color, which you get to literally just pick and then pick like the brightness of it. So you want this pukey green. We hit OK. And now everything is pukey green. Hope you enjoy that. Font size default or big. I have it on default. Big doesn't really make a huge difference. I guess you can just leave it on big. USB working mode, either auto, device, or OTG. Using it like this is an OTG. You could use it as a device where you can plug this into your laptop and it becomes the DAC amp of your laptop. But you're only going to be able to work on super efficient IEMs, so I probably wouldn't use it in that mode. Time settings, you know how to figure out how to fucking make the time work, right? Idle shutdown, sleep shutdown, battery percentage display. You can shut that off. So it just shows a picture, a very, very small picture of a battery. And you have no, I don't know why that isn't on by default. Put it on by default. Inline remote. So if you have a 3.5 that's 4-pole with the buttons, so like next track, last track, you can enable or disable that. The LED indicator, and I find this amazing. There's no hole for the LED indicator. It's just going through the clear case. So the plastic case, which I don't mind. It's lighter. Sometimes, you know, if you handed this to me and went, here's the Earman L amp and my eyes closed, I wouldn't even know that's on the back. It weighs like 2.3 ounces. Echo, what is 2.37 ounces in grams?
2.37 ounces is about 67.19 grams.
It's 67 grams. It's 67 grams. So you don't even notice it's there. But yeah, you could turn off the LED indicators in case you want total immersion blackout. Button operations when screen off is a space of your screen lock. Your shortcut menu, which is what you get from the pull, drop down or pull up. So I'm doing that. You can make it so you can pull up to get to those things. And we get to switch sleep shutdown, DLNA, AirPlay, MSEB, crossfade, gapless playback, all the different options. Even that's wild. To be able to set the pull down shortcuts is something you don't really even get on the new big units. Screensaver settings, off, album cover, dynamic cover. Please store cover photo and screen. Okay. Album cover, we'll just do album cover. Then there's restore factory settings, update firmware, which will work over the air if you hook it up to the Wi-Fi. I checked earlier and there was nothing. And then your certification information, which, oh yeah, this is all very important. Very important. Super important. So let's get out of the system. Books. I don't have any books. By the way, Redded. Recently Redded. It's... Hiby is still Chinese, and they could pay me a small fortune, and I will fix all I'll remove their EDs. I can remove ED from the word Reddit. Files, favorites. Is there any books? No books found, and they're not going to find any books. So you can... Wait a second. Is that so you could read the books? Oh, God, that would be horrible. This is a nice 3-inch screen, but I don't think I want to read any books on it. Here's your wireless setting. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You got AirPlay, DLNA, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, music import. If we go to stream media, you can actually sign in with Tidal and Quobuzz. So this will stream straight from your Tidal and Quobuzz accounts. Now, I don't have a Tidal or Quobuzz account, and I should remedy that because I go to fucking stream to shows all the time. But that's something that's usually a thing you need you need an Android DAP to get it to work like that. This, you don't need that. You just sign in, go to your Tidal. It's going to say, hey, connect to Wi-Fi and do a thing. I don't have the Wi-Fi on to save battery. And then you go to music, and the music is specifically all files, albums, artist genres, album artists. I usually do all. There is another negative. It's a negative, but at the same time, it's kind of nice to have the youth of the world be able to experience this. If I go to the search function and I tap the thing, it brings up a fucking keyboard like on an old phone, only it's completely laid out weird. Like ABC is not ABC. That's the caps lock. So that doesn't do anything. But you get to type like the A, S. Oh, not symbols. No, hold on, wait, go back. Okay, where's S? S is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And you got H for whole. H, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So if I search asshole, I find Eminem's asshole. There you go. And now we're playing it. Now the problem is it's only playing the one of one track. So now all we'll get on this is asshole. But to have to type like the old school touch tone phone, Nokia. My brother used to be able to type under the table without looking. He used to be able to remember how many times to press it. It was fucking... That was the Wild West of being in touch with friends and family and things. So yeah, you get to type like that with this. That's amazing. You should all be so happy about it. What does this up arrow do? What does that do? I don't know what... so I went and I don't usually read reviews or like look at reviews, but I had to know about this unit because I wanted to know if anyone else was having problems powering things, and no one mentioned powering anything at all. Like, it was fine. And I've got fucking 2 of them, so I can verify it's not just me. What people did mention is 2 things, and I'll bring it up. One person said lack of the size of the library, and I haven't maxed out the library on these, and I've got a few thousand songs. This one's probably a smaller. Let me see. This one's only got 800. How many songs are on you? Glass Animals, Agnes. You've got 1,088. So they've got over 1,000. I think I've had 2,500 on here. I don't know if there's like an 8,000 limit. Everything's FLAC. If you're running MP3 and it's much smaller files, and by the way, this claims it'll run a 2 terabyte fucking card. So I can't imagine it would have a file number limit. 50,000 songs. It says 50,000. So maybe that's it. 2 terabytes, and maybe you can't get 50,001 and it stops reading it, but it claims 50,000. It also says 15 hours of playback. I don't know if it'll do 15 hours. I feel like 8 would be good. Certainly with a DAP, it'd probably be... not with DAP, the add-on on the back, it'd be less. But yeah, the other thing that people were mentioning in the ratings was... where was it? Slow performance. Well, it's sometimes you tap it and it doesn't quite go that instantaneously, so people are freaking out about that. Playlist capacity is a complaint. And what was the other one? God damn it. No menu. There's no manual. And I can confirm, having opened up the box and pulled out all the things, there is no user guide. Well, there's a quick guide on how to turn it on, but there's nothing that explains the software internally. It's like, look, this is the Chinese side. This is not a manual for the app that's running it. This is a quick guide for what a button is, and that's it. And I could see this needs a manual. This needs a video. This needs me to come here and explain it so that everyone who buys an R1 watches my channel and subscribes. And thank you for supporting me on Patreon and Subscribestar. Because there are little baby quirks. Like one person I read was like trying to add a whole album to like a playlist, not individual songs. And it took him like 2 months to figure out to go into this part and then click the album image and then say this and then do this and then it worked. And he just kept complaining that there's no manual for this operating system, because this is Hiby's operating system. And I don't think it's unique to this, but it's certainly, I haven't seen it on anything else. And you can hit the side here and you can drag down. Let me see if I start scroll. What was that? Hold on, music, all. If I do that brings me back to the menu. But if I start scrolling, it brings the alphabetical list. And if you touch the alphabetical list, you could jump to the letter. So Take the Power Back would be playing if I had this turned on. I just didn't want to have it going and ringing and everything else. So I'm going to give this a recommendation. Hold on, let's move the headphones that are real headphones out of the way for a bit, because they're just taking up too much space. Take out some shitty headphones that every time I bring them to a show, I sell every single one of them, because guess what? Measurements don't really matter when you're listening to them and you love them. So now the volume control here does nothing. We're actually all the way down. And I got to use this shitty volume control. But I've now got infinite. Oh my God. I actually distorted the amplifier. Glass Animals is playing. So if you have a favorite dong, if you're rocking lots of dong and you just want to like have it around, you glue it to the back of your little. I'll take this off. Blue tack for the win. Oh, here you go. Ready? Oh. And I know but Zeos, it's stupid. Why would I get a DAP that I need to externally amplify? Because it's $85. Because it's not an incredibly high budget thing that you're wasting money on. It's a screen, a battery, button controls, LED indicators, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. It's all this shit for under $100 that can now run your much more expensive dongle solo. Look, there it is. There's the Moon River, just being the Moon River. Unplug this from here. Plug it in here, which the Moon River is insanely powerful. So we'll try not to, no kill Zeos. Check our volume. It's volume 0. So now 50 out of 54. Oh wait, this might have, oh yeah, it's got separate volume on the unit. Down and up. All right, there's the murder volume. So yeah, I think this might be unique in the space. The only thing that Hiby did wrong with this unit was provide a 3.5 millimeter in the bottom, because that's throwing everybody off. It threw me off. It was upsetting me for fucking hours. I'm like, well, if I fucking do, I'm using this. Maybe the wire's not good, so I'll use an adapter on the wire instead to make sure it's the thing. And but it's for Bluetooth items. Literally, again, get blue tack, glue it to the. I have my Bluetooth speakers over there. My big fucking Zeos Link-D Tri-Bit Stormbox Blast. It's like a $200 or sub $200 boombox. And it's not a Z boombox, but it's good enough. But it can't play music on its own. You need a source. You need your phone. You need to glue this to the back of it. You have a source. It's the cheapest source you can buy. That's my selling point. That's how I'm going to figure out to sell the R1. Because I know a bunch of you out there, I could have brought these, and only these two. I lost the other one. It's so small. There it is. I could have brought just these two things to Xpona, to the ear gear section, and plugged in the USB into the RME ADI 2/4 Pro SE, and then run Valencia off of it to demo, and it would have just been next track, and then you adjust your volume here, and it comes out of there, and because it's just a fucking audio host. It's the cheapest audio host I can think of. And it does its job fucking well. And I might take it on the plane, or I might, let me just detach that. Pull that off. The glass in the back of this needs to be cleaned. It actually has a protective little cover on it, like so you don't scratch the glass. But I mean, I want to peel it off for just this one. Yeah. Look, it's not even shiny. It's supposed to be, fuck that. Screw that stupid shit. There's one on the front, I'll leave that, but this, I could literally attach it to the side of Eris. Maybe not there because it'll hit. And then I'd have to just get the Bluetooth adapters and run Bluetooth off of it. And it just becomes the source. So what do you think? How does my argument stand up in the court of audiophilia? Because Hiby and the thing is, when you do get an IM or something to play off the 3.5, you're using the DAC, you're using the amp, you're using the things that are usually what you're paying for. Look, the DAC is a CS43131. Great. I don't get to use it because it's too quiet. Because once you plug this in, now this is the DAC. I guess you could also technically, they're super rare, but you could technically use a 3.5 to 3.5 jumper and hook up just an external amplifier. Do those even exist anymore? Like, someone in the comments tell me, like, what is the... Fio used to make a bunch. P used to make them all. I can't think of one right now that I would want to do that operation. But yeah, no, this is my thought process. This thing is specifically here just to host to Bluetooth and host to USB devices. That's it. And for $85 fucking dollars and a Hiby warranty, I'll take it. What else to say here? Master Control upgraded X1600E. Faster Bluetooth MP3 with Wi-Fi, streaming with net radio. Yeah, this is not intended for powering your headphones. It's just not. It's just not. It's intended for doing this stupid shit. This is the stupid shit that we need. Oh, by the way, there's also this. One of them came with it. The other one did not. If you want the little carry case... Also, I had to point this out. This is some of the media they're using. I don't know who Teddy Swims is. Some things I'll never know. Echo. Play Teddy Swims. Some things I'll never know.
Sure. Some Things I'll Never Know by Teddy Swims from Spotify.
That's not made up? I thought that was made up. This is what she's listening to right now. Echo, stop. Because copyright. Yeah, I don't know. That's what the fuck are those? Those aren't even from this fucking millennium, whatever those are. She doesn't look like she's from this millennium. Somehow her hair looks 90s. I know. I remember the 90s, kinda. But anyway, you can get this for $6.90. It's got very poor ratings. Why? The player that goes with this case is great. The case itself is better to skip. Too small, useless. I will say, when I first tried to squeeze it on in there, she was a little bit tight. But I can now just get this bitch. She's a little bit tight still. I think it depends on the humidity of the world. But when she does get in there, there we go. Little magnet flap. So you could skip this. I think it's kind of interesting that they have an $85 portable DAP. Good night. That you have to buy a $7 thing for. That is kind of, you know what? Yeah, it's a pain in the ass to get in and out. Because now that it's in there, I'm like, out. I forgot. I took it out of this the first time I got it. And I'm like, there was something wrong with this, wasn't there? You know, it's impossible to get out. Don't buy this fucking case. The fuck? Oh my God. What would you have to do to stretch this? Ugh. Someone call Johnny Sins. All right, there we go. Yeah. Oh, no. Delete from card. No. Okay, you know what? Don't. It's literally trying to delete music from my thing. See, I'm going to shut it off. Just like the other Hiby stuff. If you don't wait for it to count below 1, if you let go at 1, it still shuts down. So yeah, you tell me in the comments, am I crazy? Because if it doesn't power like the easiest to drive headphones and its own IEMs, but can kind of do the Jazeer Defiant, which are my new collab, and you should check them out. And don't forget to check out the add-on cable, which you can buy separately for $40 if you wanted to. You can get the cable. Is this making sense? Because I feel like no one makes just the brains of a DAP, and that's what this is. This is just the brains of a DAP. It may as well not even have the amp and DAC. If it didn't, it might be $75 instead of $85. So it's nice of them to include it for $10. But, you know, go buy one of these if you can get it to fit, because that's the biggest nightmare is when you buy this awesome little fucking jumper, and then the thing you want to use. Let me see if the I didn't actually check this. I know the Earman didn't fit. Will you fit? Oh, you're like stick. Oh yeah, you fit. Boom. But like, look, come on, man. That's cool as fuck. That you now just have a thing to take around your Moon River to. Just get the blue tech for the back, or else it's gonna bang around. See, I'm done. Wallpaper horde. Thank you to Hiby for sending out this one, and you're welcome, Hiby, for me buying a second one when I lost the first one. But you know, this is how Zeos operates, man. You know, he doesn't have to tell every company when he fucks up. He just wants to. I'll bite the $85 because you know what? Now that I figured this out, the blue tack fucking, I'm gonna actually use these. Because otherwise I'd be like, well, I have better, more expensive Hiby DAPs that sound better. And but you know what I don't have? I don't have the fucking Earman L-amp because you can't, and now I do. So thank you. Patreon subscribe stars, $7 a month. See reviews early, participate in yard sales, lost the sound demos. $15 a month now is the behind-the-scenes private Telegram chat to ask me questions directly. You're in a chat with me and 100 and something other people. And we're good to go. And once you're in that, throw this shit away. Once you're in that, you get to a lifetime swap meet channel to buy, sell, and trade gear. So if you've bought too much or don't own enough, that's the perfect place. And you never get kicked out of that chat. Check out, I should be in Munich now, or I'm coming back from Munich now. I'm saying hello to Hiby now. So if you're in Munich, say hello. This is the last Munich high-end, which is real sad, boys. We're going to have to go to Austria and try their schnitzel next year. Sad. But yeah, I'm good, you're good, she's good, we're good. I'll see you in the next one. That's Risa, by the way.